Well, I thought I'd show off stuff I missed on the main playthrough. And to be honest, I am myself curious about what are the exhibits in this room, which we couldn't really investigate since the terrorists were here.
Kirk thinks there's something familiar about the item on the pedestal, but can't remember why. Scotty hopes nothing was damaged when the museum moved the other exhibits out of this room for the ceremony. Chekhov wonders if the artifact on the pedestal was of Russian origin.
Of course it was.
This guard is dressed exactly the same as the other guard. This guard is dressed exactly...
And they are both dressed exactly the same as Scotty.
This case contains an astronomical model of the Lockean system. This case contains a model of an ancient Lockean temple in honor of the guests.
Ooh, neat.
The plaque reads, an ancient probe recently discovered near the Nova Actar system. Early studies indicate that the probe originated from the Lockean system. Interestingly, the technology involved in the probe's creation surpasses the current technology of the originating planet. A very old space probe rests on a pedestal in the roped-off area. It shows considerable wear. A solid-looking door with no handles.
What if I...
Seen one model of a temple, seen them all. Now the real thing would be worth looking at.
Stop it, Kirk. Picard is the archaeologist.
Binary system.
I'm sorry, sir. No one is allowed through the ropes until the ceremony.
No, I don't think that's necessary.
We're just guards, sir. We don't know anything.
Sounds legit to me.
We wouldn't mind you.
That probe looks like it's seen better days.
I bet I could make that wee probe function given a little time, Captain.
I suspect the Soransi wants it just the way it is. But if the opportunity comes up, we can ask if they want you to repair it.
This diplomatic stuff is quite dull, Captain. Is it always like this?
Unfortunately, Mr. Chekhov, yes.
I think I'll stick to starships, Captain.
You do that, Ensign.
But what about when the diplomacy has to do with fancy new alien life forms no one has ever seen before? Well, no human.
No one means you, sir.
The guard looks a little nervous, but continues to stare straight ahead.
I wonder what Lockean engineering is like. I wonder what Lockean...
Of course, binary star systems comprise a large...
Lad, as much as I like and appreciate Mr. Spock, I do not think the Enterprise needs someone else to start talking about meaningless information.
Information is never
Maybe you should have
meaningless.
taken that course in architectural appreciation at the Academy.
Or maybe it is.
Why didn't you, lad?
Well, there was a girl that I was interested in, and she was taking the Rigelian history class that ran at the same time.
Okay, and if we try going through that door, well, we can't. Now, let's... Now let's try going for this alternative solution.
You remove the capacitor.
And somehow teleports from Kirk to Scotty.
It's in there, Captain.
Maybe we should wait until Mr. Scott has it fixed, Captain.
Okay, what else do you need?
We've got the power now, but we'll need to fix up the wiring.
Ah, well, it just so happens we have wiring here.
It wasn't easy, but the wiring's fixed, Captain.
It's never easy, is it, Mr. Scott?
Aye, Captain.
And...
Maybe we should wait until...
well, what else do you need?
Captain, I wouldn't want to be anywhere near that opening when this thing fires up. We'll still need to block the effects of the transporter.
So, does that mean we need to put the tray there?
You remove the silver tray.
No, I don't think that's necessary.
This? Oh, yeah.
This should work, I hope.
Piece of the radiation shielding or whatever that was. And now... Yeah, Chekhov, you do something too.
It's inside. We should wait until it's time to transport before we activate the valve.
Good idea, Ensign.
Scotty?
We're about as ready as we can get, Captain. I'll have the robot open the gas valve and I'll transport on your signal. Shall we give it a go?
Of course!
Energize, Mr. Scott.
Yeah, we'll stand right over there and you next to the barely functioning machinery.
Let's hold off for now, Mr. Scott. Energize, Mr. Scott.
Well, let's go see if that worked.
Security lockdown is
Oh.
incorrect
And I forgot what it was.
The note on the paper reads, Brett,
VV sub 2123.
security lock.
Hooray!
The gas worked!
Mr. Chekhov, have Dr. McCoy beam down to make sure the curator and guards are all right. Mr. Scott, lower the museum's shields and have a security team beamed aboard. Captain's log supplemental. With the terrorist unconscious, it was an easy matter to turn off the security override. The terrorist turned out to be from another family from Lakia, the Onika, a family with a long history of feuding with the Soransi, who also claimed the probe. The probe was the very same probe that discovered Lakian and had enormous symbolic importance to the families on the planet. Curator Brezhnev was treated by Dr. McCoy and is in good health. Commendations are in order for Scott and Chekhov for meritorious service. Lieutenant Uhura, send a message to Admiral Richards. Tell him he owes me more than he thinks he does.
Aye, sir. I have a feeling he's not going to be surprised.
I'm afraid I'm going to remember this mission with a great deal of sadness, Captain.
Why is that, Mr. Scott?
It was such a fine cognac, Captain. It was just waiting for us, and now it's gone forever. Such a waste. You always remember the one that got away.
Oh, save that for women, Scotty. Oh man, if you are into that.
Sure, Scott.
Captain, message incoming from Starfleet.
I see they got our report. On screen.
I reviewed your report from your recent assignment, Captain, and have a few comments. Well done, Kirk. Keep up the good work. I must say, however, your performance is not what we've come to expect from James T. Kirk. I guess we all have our off days, Captain. Kane out.
Right, that's it. Now I'm done with this game.
Captain, at our current speed of Warp 7, I expect to enter the Delphi system in 8 minutes.
Captain, I just started getting the oddest noise on all channels. It sounds like some sort of insect drone.
Let's hear it, Lieutenant. What the?
An object is approaching the Enterprise.
On screen.